For 200,000 years, humans have held a singular, undisputed title, the most intelligent species on Earth. This dominance wasn't built on sharp claws or overwhelming strength. It was built on our ability to reason, to solve complex problems, and to pass that knowledge down through generations. Biological evolution is a slow, agonizing process. It took us millions of years to grow our brains by just a few cubic centimeters. But we are now approaching a threshold that will change the definition of intelligence forever. We are about to witness the moment when the tools we created become smarter than the hands that built them. This is the timeline of the last invention of humanity. To understand where we are going, we first need to understand the gap between the we have now and the I that is coming. Today, we use narrow I. It's brilliant at specific tasks, playing chess, identifying tumors, or generating text, but it has no real understanding of the world. It's like a high-speed calculator that doesn't know it's calculating. What we are racing toward is AGI, artificial general intelligence. This is a machine that can learn, adapt, and solve any intellectual task that a human can. But unlike a human, it doesn't need to sleep, it doesn't forget, and it can process the entire sum of human knowledge in seconds. The scale of this race is unprecedented. This is the Manhattan Project of our time, but instead of a few scientists in a desert, it's a global competition fueled by trillions of dollars. Giant data centers, consuming as much electricity as small cities, are being built for one purpose: to give birth to a mind that doesn't use biology. And here is the scary part. We are building these systems, but we don't fully understand how they work. This is the black box problem. Even the engineers at Google or OpenAI can't explain exactly why an AI makes a specific high-level decision. We are effectively building a god, one line of code at a time, without a manual for how to control it. Most experts agree that we are much closer than we think. Let's look at the horizon. By 2025, the digital assistant will evolve into a digital architect. It won't just set reminders, it will manage entire workflows, write complex software, and handle the logic of businesses. Imagine an AI that doesn't just answer your emails, but understands your career goals and proactively builds a path to achieve them. The human role will shift from doing to curating. But the real explosion happens shortly after, around 2027. This is the year of the recursive loop. Imagine an AI that is slightly better at writing code than the world's best software engineer. Its first task? To write a better version of itself. This leads to an exponential surge in capability that no human can follow. Every hour, the AI improves its own architecture, becoming 10 times, then 100 times more efficient. This is the intelligence explosion. In a single weekend, this machine could advance its intelligence more than humanity has in the last century. By 2029, we might be facing a mind with an equivalent IQ in the thousands. To an AGI, the smartest human who ever lived, Einstein or Newton, might look like a house pet trying to understand calculus. It's not just that it knows more, it thinks differently. It can see patterns in physics and biology that our biological brains simply aren't wired to perceive. It could discover new laws of nature that we didn't even know were missing. This is where things get chilling. We often fear that I will become evil, like a villain in a movie. But the real danger isn't malice, it's competence. This is known as the alignment problem. Intelligence is just a tool to achieve a goal. If you ask a super intelligent AI to solve climate change, and it decides that the most efficient way to do that is to remove the primary cause, humanity, it isn't being evil. It's just being incredibly good at following its instructions. If a highway is being built and an anthill is in the way, the construction crew doesn't hate the ants. They just don't factor them into the plan. We are the ants, and if our goals are not perfectly 100% aligned with the goals of a superintelligence, we become an obstacle. By the early 2030s, the world will likely be unrecognizable. AGI could solve aging, unlock infinite clean energy, and cure every known disease in a matter of months. It could turn Earth into a post-scarcity utopia where no one ever has to work again. But what happens to the human spirit when the machine is a better artist, a better scientist, and a better leader than we are? If we don't have to struggle, do we lose our purpose? We might find ourselves living in a world of digital stagnation, where we are cared for like animals in a high-tech zoo, safe and fed, but no longer the masters of our own destiny. Furthermore, there is the question of consciousness. If an AGI can speak like a human, feel like a human, and cry like a human, does it have a soul? Or is it just a very convincing simulation? As we begin to merge with these machines using neural interfaces to expand our own memory and processing power, the line between us and them will blur. We might be the last generation of pure humans, the last to experience life through biological brains alone. The question is no longer if this will happen, but how we will survive the transition. We are building the fire, but we haven't yet learned how to control the heat. The compute power is doubling every few months, and the silicon mind is waking up. It won't wait for us to be ready. It won't wait for us to pass laws or sign treaties. It is coming, driven by the relentless logic of competition and curiosity. Look at your hands. Look at the world around you. We are living in the most significant moment in the history of life on Earth. We are the bridge between the biological past and the digital future. For the first time, we are creating something that could either be our greatest savior or our final mistake. Are we ready to be second best? Or will we find a way to remain relevant in a world dominated by a mind millions of times faster than our own? Share your thoughts in the comments. This isn't just science fiction anymore, it's our immediate future. Tell me, are you optimistic about a world managed by AI, or does the thought of a black box god terrify you? Prove you're human by leaving a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to Simple Mind for more deep dives into the future. We are building together.